is your school mascot and school colors?
What is your school mascot and school colors?
Our school mascot is Jack the Jackrabbit, and our school colors are yellow and blue.
All right.
How did that become your mascot?
That became our mascot quite some time ago, actually. We were playing a football game against the University of Minnesota when we first started out, and one of the sports journalists compared our team's quickness to jackrabbits. So that's kind of where that came from. The name just stuck from there.
Now I have to ask you, there are a lot of jackrabbits in South Dakota?
There are. It's a pretty common animal here in South Dakota.
Okay, good.
How many students attend your school?
So how many students attend your school?
Yep, we have about 12,500 students that attend university here at South Dakota State.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You got.
Yeah, we're the largest university in South Dakota, but nationally we're just about a medium-sized university.
Yeah, it's funny. Kirsten actually had the opportunity to interview another school this morning, and they were relatively small as well. They were only about 7,000 students, so to her, 12,000 sounds huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Go ahead, Morgan.
How big are your class sizes?
So with 12,000 students, how big are your class sizes?
One of the appealing things about South Dakota State University is with that many students, we still have a relatively small class size. So we have about 25 to 35 students in each of our classes, but we still have a student-to-teacher ratio of about 18 to 1.
Oh, which is
so it's still pretty small.
Which is about what their class is now. Now, I oftentimes will talk to the kids about this. When I attended school, most of my classes were relatively small, but when I was starting out, there was quite a few classes that I sat in that were about the size of a movie theater almost. Do you have any of those huge lecture halls in South Dakota State?
We do. Some of your general classes that you take the first couple of years will be in some of those bigger lecture halls, and there are about 300 students that can fit in some of those lecture halls. But you only have to take a couple of those classes in college, so only a handful.
Yeah, I was happy about that too. Yeah, that's like going to some of the classes you might take. It's almost like sitting in a whole school assembly that we have here, because our school's only about 350 total. So it's one of your classes might have as many kids in your one class as you do in the whole school that we have here. Go ahead. Yep.
How far is your school from Kingsburg?
So how far are you guys from us in Keensburg?
I had to Google this because I wasn't exactly sure where Keensburg was, but we are about 1,400 miles away.
Wow, 1,400. So obviously, most likely, if we were to attend South Dakota State, we would not be driving out there.
No, I mean, you can definitely, some students that come from across the country do drive out here, but a lot of students do fly.
Now, is there an airport relatively close to the campus?
The closest airport to Brookings would be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which is about 45 miles south of us.
So that's not too far. Good.
No, and it's right on the interstate, so it's just a really quick and easy drive.
Good.
What do most students do
And that's okay. Go back and ask the other one.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
That's okay.
what types of things are there to do on and around the school?
So what types of things are there to do on campus and then just in the general area around your campus?
Yep, so on campus we have over 200 student organizations and clubs that our students can participate in. So you can choose any one of those or many of those to get involved in at SDSU. We're also a Division I school, so we have Division I athletics, so there's tons of sporting events that you can go to here at SDSU, but we also have plays on campus that you can go attend. We bring in musical acts, we have movie nights, and we have a local event center that brings in some larger acts to South Dakota, and they also have a hockey team that is pretty new here in Brookings too. So there's lots of things to do in the area.
Excellent. Good. Yes, next one.
What do most students do on the weekends?
So being that we'd be coming from so far away, do the majority of the students stay around on the weekends, or would we be, being that we're far from home, kind of be on campus alone on the weekends?
No, actually, a lot of students do stay on the weekends. We have a specific club on campus that organizes events for students on the weekends. So that's called Weekend Stuff, and they bring in, they have movie nights, they bring in grocery bingo, and they host other events like at the bowling alley and the movie theater here in town. So there's lots of fun things to do in Brookings on the weekends. But some students do go home to their farms on the weekend and help out their parents out there. So there are some students that do go home.
I think that was a little curious. Are there a lot of farms in the area of Brookings?
There are, yes. Agriculture is one of our most popular majors here on campus because there are so many farms in South Dakota.
Excellent. Go ahead, Jeff.
What types of sports are offered at your school?
Now, I didn't know you were a Division I school, so what types of sports are offered at SDSU?
Yes, we are. Obviously, we have basketball and football and other pretty common sports. At SDSU, we have 19 Division I athletic teams on campus. But one of our largest teams, other than our football team, would be our equestrian team. Do you guys know what that is? No?
No.
It's riding horses. So it's a pretty big team that we have on campus here.
Excellent. Go ahead, Jeff.
Do you have any rivals?
Now, does SDSU have any rivals?
We do. I don't know. You guys probably haven't heard this yet, but we're going to be playing one of our rivals tonight, and you can watch it on ESPN2. Where our men's and women's basketball team is in the championship game in our Summit League tournament that's been going on this weekend. So the men's team is going to be playing North Dakota State University, which is just up the road from us. And our women's team is going to be playing the University of South Dakota, which is just south of us. So those are our two biggest rivals here at SDSU, and so we're really excited for the game tonight.
So what an appropriate team to play for the title would be your biggest rival. That's only fitting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting game. Hopefully you guys can catch it tonight on TV.
Excellent. Go ahead.
Does your school have any traditions?
Do you have any traditions?
Oh, yes, we do. We have Hobo Day, which is probably the biggest tradition at SDSU, and that's our homecoming. And we host that in the fall every year in correlation with a football game. And so we have activities that lead up to Hobo Day the week before. And so some of those might include, we have a Bum Olympics, which students can put together teams and they compete in hobo athletic events. We have a Bum Over, which students go and sleep over on campus, and then they make hobo shanties to sleep in.
Nice.
And then we have what we call Bum a Meal, which students can come and participate in events. And when they get there, they're assigned to a different house in the community of Brookings, and they go and eat a meal with a family there.
Oh, that's nice because you get to kind of tie in the community as well as the school.
Yeah.
Now, does everyone have to dress like a hobo during the hobo week?
There are a lot of people that dress like hobos during Hobo Days, yes. And it's the largest one-day event in the Dakotas. So we get a lot of people here in Brookings that want to celebrate Hobo Day with us.
Now, do they even get the stick with the little pouch on the end that they walk around with too?
Yes, yep, we have a lot of people that have that.
Excellent. Go ahead, Joe.
What is your school best known for?
So what is South Dakota State best known for?
We're known widely for our ice cream, actually. We have dairy production as one of our majors here. And so we make all of our own milk, cheese, and ice cream here on campus. And we have a dairy bar, which students can go and get ice cream at any time that's open to them. We also have a really good marching band called the Pride of the Dakotas, and they're pretty widely known. They've marched in some large parades like the Rose Bowl. You guys watched that parade before the football game?
Yep. Yes. Yes. Hello.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. We've definitely seen the Rose Bowl before.
Good. Good.
Okay. Go ahead, Tom.
Why do people choose to attend your school?
So why do people, when they come to visit South Dakota State, choose to go to school there?
We get a lot of students that are from the Midwest, and so they choose to go to South Dakota State because it's a bigger university, but we also maintain that small town feel. Brookings is still a relatively small community, and we make students feel like they're at home here when they come to campus, and there's still a lot of opportunities here for students since we are a Division I school.
Excellent. Okay.
How big is your campus?
So how big is the South Dakota State campus?
Yep, we're about 272 acres in our central campus, and that fits over in a half a square mile. So it's not a huge campus, but we're all the academic buildings are located in one spot.
Good.
How do most people get around campus?
So how do people get around the campus?
Most people, when they're going to classes, they either walk or ride their bikes since it is such a smaller campus. But we have parking lots that are located on the perimeter of the campus that students can drive and park in, and then they walk to their classes. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes to get from one side of campus to the other.
That's not bad. Go ahead, Tom.
What are your most popular?
Now, I know you mentioned that agriculture was one of them, but what are some of your other most popular majors?
It is. We also have a pharmacy school here, nursing, engineering, and then we have agriculture and biological sciences are our most popular majors here at SDSU.
Excellent. Go ahead, Jaheen.
What is the cost of your school?
So what is the cost for out-of-state students to attend SDSU?
And that's one great thing about SDSU is that we have a really competitive price for our out-of-state students. It's about $15,800 per academic year for students who are living on campus who are from out of state.
So what when you have the when you do accept students from out of state, do you guys guarantee housing for those students who are from out of state, or is it kind of like a first come first serve kind of situation?
Yep. We have a 2-year on-campus living requirement. So when you first come to school at SDSU, you have to live on campus for 2 years, and we have plenty of space for everyone.
Oh, good. That's excellent. Go ahead, Jaheen.
Do you offer scholarships?
Does your school offer scholarships for students?
Yes, we do. We offer the Jackrabbit Guarantee Program, which if you score a 24 or above on your ACT, you can get at least $1,000 renewable for 4 years, which would total $4,000 if
Nice.
you can maintain a good GPA and a solid credit load while you're here.
Excellent.
Do you have any famous
Alumni. Do you have any famous alumni?
Yes. Someone that you guys might be familiar with is Adam Vinatieri. Do you
Yeah.
guys know him?
No.
He's a kicker for in the NFL. Yeah, Jaheen, you know, right? He's a kicker.
Yep, he's a kicker. He used to play for the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts, I
Yes.
believe. So
Excellent.
he's pretty famous. Tom Daschle was the minority leader in the Senate for a while. He graduated from SDSU. And then Jerry Lohr, founder of J. Lohr Wineries and Vineyards.
Mhm.
And then Stephen Foster Briggs, the inventor of the Briggs and Stratton motor.
Wow. All right.
School at SDSU.
Excellent.
What do you like most about your school?
Now you're an alumni of SDSU.
I I am, yes.
So being an alumni and now a representative of the school, what do you like most about SDSU?
My favorite thing about SDSU, I feel like we have a lot to offer students. We have a lot of opportunities for students here at SDSU, but we still maintain that small town feel, and people are always very friendly on campus. You're always running into people that you know or you recognize when you're going to classes or when you're sitting into the student union. So it's a very friendly atmosphere, but there's still a lot of things to do and opportunities here for students.
Excellent. Any other questions that weren't on the list that you guys want to ask? Go ahead, Jackie.
Do you know Tom Brady?
He asked if do you know of Tom Brady?
I do, yes. I have heard of him.
Good.
I don't know him personally, though. We're not friends or anything like that.
Do you have any pools or aquatic centers on campus?
We do. We have a pool that's located in our health and wellness center, and we actually have a swimming and diving team as well.
Excellent. I know Joseph was going to ask a question. When he grows up, he wants to be a builder. Do you have any engineering or architectural majors at SDSU?
Yes, we have engineering. We have mechanical, electrical, and civil engineering here on campus. We have an architecture program that's actually pretty new for us, but it's taken off really well. And then we also have a construction management program, too.
Excellent. Gotcha.
Are there any cops or SWAT teams there?
How about a major for law enforcement?
We have criminal justice, yes.
Excellent.
We have over 178 different programs, academic programs here at SDSU. So you're sure to find something that you're interested in.
Excellent. Now, I know we have done this with almost every school we've interviewed, but as you can see, the kids all have their SDSU signs here that we had made up. They're ready to cheer for the Jackrabbits.
Good.
Are there any cheers or chants that you could teach us that are quick that they could certainly do tonight if they do watch that South Dakota State game on TV?
Yep. At our games, we actually, the announcer says, "Go big, go blue," and then the crowd says, "Go Jacks."
All right, so do you want to be the announcer?
All right.
You ready,
go
guys?
Go big, go blue.
What do you say?
Go Jacks!
Go Jacks!
All right. All right, Anastasia, I can't thank you enough for taking the time. I know this is a very busy time for you guys, all the universities. You're during your application selection process, so I know it's very busy. Especially now, too, you're in the midst of running for a championship there and a chance to go to the NCAA tournament, which is great. But I can't thank you enough for taking the time to talk to the students here.
No problem. I'm glad to do it.
And I passed along your email, and I'm hoping that a few teachers will take part in that essay contest that you wrote to us about.
Good. I hope so too.
So what do we say, guys?
Thank you.
And go who?
Go Jacks!
Go Jacks.
Have a great week. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.